YouTube, it's Jonathan and I'm filming another foundation review for you. I know that I just did a foundation review last week on my channel and that was of the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. You can watch that if you are interested in seeing about that foundation, but today we are focusing on the brand new Lorac Sheer POREfection Foundation. I picked this up literally like an hour ago and I'm going to put it on my face. Also new from Lorac, I'm going to be trying out their Color Source Buildable Blush. So let's get started. My skin is moisturized. I'm not going to be using any primer because I don't normally really wear a primer. So I know some people like to wear a primer when they do their foundation reviews because they normally do wear a primer, but I don't normally wear a primer, so I'm not going to be wearing one for this foundation review. Let's inspect this packaging first. Obviously it is in a black box, very similar to all of the other Lorac packaging. In here you get 1.2 fluid ounces, which is nice. Most foundations are just 1 ounce, so you get a little bit extra in there. The front says Lorac Sheer POREfection Foundation. It's oil-free, paraben-free, and fragrance-free. And then on the side here it says, perfect with Sheer POREfection Foundation. This oil, paraben, and fragrance-free makeup is infused with anti-aging antioxidants of vitamin A and E, olive leaf extract, lemon fruit extract, and papaya fruit extract to help soothe, nourish, and rejuvenate. The lightweight formula helps keep skin healthy, youthful, and radiant with a clean, better than natural, no makeup look and feel. Get a poreless looking, silky smooth finish and achieve complexion POREfection with Lorac. I like what it says on here. I like that it's giving me more than just foundation benefits. It then says, sheer to medium buildable coverage, suitable for all skin types including sensitive. How to use, pump out foundation and apply using a sponge, brush, or fingertips. Sheer POREfection can be layered for medium coverage, shake well before use. Obviously don't get it in your eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna try it with a sponge, with fingers, and with different brushes to see what I can do. I like that this is sheer. You all know I like a good sheer coverage. I think this is supposed to have a satin finish. It's supposed to be a little bit less than dewy, which is different for me, but I think that might be good in the long run because my skin is becoming more and more combination. I used to be very dry and now I'm kind of just normal. The other side has French in it and on the top it says the color. I purchased PS2, which is light. So this is what the bottle looks like. It is in a plastic container, which like I said in my last foundation review, I really like the plastic bottle because it means I can travel with it. It's got a plastic cap and a pump applicator, which is nice because there's no air getting in there. So this is 2 pumps on the back of my hand. It looks like a good color. It might be slightly yellow, maybe a little, no, I don't know. I can never tell when it's on the back of my hand. Sometimes it looks like completely the right color and then I look crazy. Sometimes it looks completely the wrong color and it looks really great. So I'm gonna start with my fingertips just here to see how it goes. Okay, this is a little bit goes a long way kind of thing. Holy cow. And it is very smooth feeling in my hands. Not like greasy or like oily or anything, but it is very smooth. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender because that feels like a safe start option. True on that satin finish, which I think I'm gonna like. Hopefully it doesn't settle in my fine lines, which is my big problem when it comes to foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and try and like pick it up with the beauty blender and apply it that way and see if that gives me anything different. Picking it up with the beauty blender, it doesn't quite go as far, if you know what I mean. You're gonna end up using more, so I would recommend if you're using a beauty blender to kind of dot it on your face with a finger and then stamp it in with the beauty blender. All right, so I have it on like pretty much from like my eyes down with the beauty blender / fingers. I'm gonna try like a traditional foundation brush and see what's up. Okay, pretty much the same coverage with that brush. I don't know why I chose that brush. Sometimes I really like to use a traditional foundation brush when I'm doing makeup on somebody, but I never really enjoy it when it's my own face. I'm gonna go ahead and try my smoothing face brush from Bare Minerals. I'm layering here on my cheek to see if I can get more coverage out of it. I like how I look like when I step back, but like up close in the mirror. I feel like it's just sitting on my skin and it doesn't look really cute around my mouth. Like it's like sticking right here. It hasn't settled in my forehead yet, which is usually my big problem with foundations, but it feels so nice and it looks good from far away, but like up close, it's just powdery looking. It's like making me have dry patches that I don't even have. Like around my mouth looks so crusty. Let's truck on. We're committed. We're putting this face on right now. We'll come back. We're gonna put on the rest of the face, come back and talk about that blush, and then we'll wrap up with my final thoughts in the end. This started off so well. So I've done everything except blush and bronzer. I'm gonna start with the blush because I want you to see it like on just foundation before I put any kind of bronzer on. So this is the shade Prism from their Color Source blush line, and it is just like a neutral, soft kind of tawny pink-ish color. And the back of this says, instantly bring color and life to your cheeks with Lorac Color Source Blush. These silky smooth matte and satin blushes are paraben-free and infused with anti-aging antioxidants such as pomegranate, acai, and vitamins A, C, and E in a wide spectrum of complexion-enhancing hues. These buildable blushes can be worn sheer for a natural flush of color or layered for dramatic effect. Become a beautiful and sensual source of color with Lorac. How to use. Apply Color Source Blush onto apples of cheeks for a natural-looking flush of color. Build for dramatic effect. So I'm gonna apply the brush and see how it goes. Here, let me show you this color. I'll put in a close-up. But yeah, just like a peachy, pinky, tawny, it's a very me blush color. And I'm gonna apply that with a Studio Gear small blush brush. Oh, that's pretty. Can you see that? That's pretty. Can you hear my cat freaking out in the hallway because I locked him out of my room? And I've taken a clean brush and just blended over that blush to blend everything in, but it is really pretty. Let's take a note on this packaging. It's almost like the cap is almost flush with the edge. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like it shuts, but it doesn't have like a snap. It's more of a, maybe it's magnetic, I'm not sure. But it's got like a beveled edge and it sits in there like flush. All right, so all in all, I can't give this like a 2 giant thumbs up, but I'm gonna give it like a single thumb up in that I know it's gonna be great for lots and lots of people. It's just not maybe necessarily the right foundation for me. I will say my pores do look smoother. I just looked really, really, really up close with a really, really, really bright light. And all of my pores right here are pretty much smoothed out. I don't have the largest pores ever in the whole world, so I might not be the judge of the pore filling abilities of this, but I do notice that my skin, where I have somewhat of larger pores, looks really nice. The negative things it's giving me is it's making me look a little bit dry around here, which is not something I'm used to. I've never had that happen with a foundation before. It's sort of settling in my forehead expression lines. I have buffed it out and it's not settling as bad anymore, so maybe that's just something that I will have to think about when using this in the future, is just remembering to extra buff this right before I leave, and maybe that will keep it from settling there. But all in all, I'm gonna give it a single thumb up in reference to the fact that I'm sure it will be great for lots and lots of people. People who have maybe a little bit less dryness to their skin, or people who are more on the oily side and want just a nice sheer coverage. I will say it is sheer to medium. It's by no means a full coverage foundation, and they're not claiming that it is, so that is good. I do love the color. I'm always iffy, should I get the lightest, should I get the second lightest? I ended up with the second lightest here. They do one lighter called Fair, and I ended up going with just regular light. And the color is spot on, so that's good. They do, I think, 8 or 9 colors of this. I wasn't, I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to wear it some more and kind of, I don't know, hoping I'll fall in love with it. Maybe if I find the right primer, I don't know. As of this moment right now, I'm not in love. I don't hate it, but I'm sure lots and lots of people are going to love it. So take my thoughts with a grain of salt and do what you will with what I have done here. All right, I hope you all enjoyed my first impression review of these new Lorac products. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below telling me what you think of it. Tell me how you think it looks on my skin. And tell me if there's anything new that you see coming out that you want me to try out. While you're down there, you know the drill. Go ahead and open my description box so that you can see all of my social media links. You can check me out on Facebook. You can also check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All of those things are at JonJonTalks. Click on my face now to be subscribed to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!